Oh, bro. Oh. Real Madrid played Real Oviedo today, and Real Madrid have won 3-0. Two hate watches failed. Two hate watches failed. At least this one was a little entertaining. Not even that entertaining, bro. I mean, where should we start, bro? Where should we start? Where should we start about this game? Because Real Madrid, they won comfortably. Let's keep it real. They won comfortably. There were some chances which Real Oviedo has, which we will talk about. But there were a lot of chances that Madrid had. There's a lot of players that I want to look at, both the good players and the bad players. There's multiple players. But let's just bring up the lineup, bro, because first of all, the lineup itself was crazy from Xabi Alonso. Xabi Alonso, he said to everyone, he literally said to the whole world, in Real Madrid, no one's spot is safe. In Real Madrid, no one's spot is guaranteed. And we saw it with this lineup right here, which shocked everyone, bro. I know everyone was surprised. Everyone was like, no way. Vinny's benched, especially for Rodrygo, which is a surprise in itself because Rodrygo, he's been rumored to leave. He's been guaranteed to leave Real Madrid, and Xabi Alonso has not played him in the Club World Cup. He has not played him in the last La Liga game. He gave him 0 minutes, and now all of a sudden he's starting out of nowhere, which might be a statement from Xabi Alonso telling everyone, hey, he's not leaving, and I don't want this guy to leave. I want to stay at my club. Or it might just be that he wanted to bench Vinny, and he thought Rodrygo was the only player that could replace him. I don't think that's true because Mbappe could have taken that left wing, and we will talk about Mbappe later because this guy's brilliance, bro. I mean, Mbappe's back, bro. Mbappe's back. But the lineup itself was crazy because not only was Rodrygo the surprising part, Mastantuono in his second game already getting a start. And I don't think he was that good. I don't think he was that good. He got a welcome to La Liga, bro. He got a welcome to La Liga. And Danny Carvajal getting his first start after his ACL injury, surprise in itself. And the fact, by the way, he got subbed off in the 87th minute. I mean, only 5 minutes for Trent. Only 5 minutes of Trent. That's surprising too. And Rudiger comes on for Militao, which is not that surprising. Militao is coming back from an ACL injury. It's understandable. But yeah, this lineup was crazy. But no matter what lineup Madrid played, no one really expected Oviedo to win this game. Let's keep it real, guys. As Barca fans, let's keep it real. This hate watch was pointless. Okay, this hate watch was pointless. I watched this game. It was pointless. The hate watch was pointless. It was pointless to hate watch. You were just watching Madrid and seeing how they play. So, I've learned a lot of stuff from this game. Let's talk about the first half. Let's talk about the first half because the first half, in the first minute, genuinely, Oviedo could have gotten a goal. Oviedo could have gotten a goal right away. And Courtois, yet again, I think he saved it, or I think the player missed it, or Courtois saved it, one or the other. But typical Real Madrid, the first minute always getting caught out, their defense getting caught out, but they never really concede. Typical Real Madrid. I've seen it for the past 10 years, 15 years. It's typical, bro. It's always happened. But after that, you got a sense of control from Real Madrid because Real Madrid controlled that whole first half. The first half, they created first they Rodrygo was moving. I can't lie, Rodrygo was moving me, but it did feel like I'm not gonna lie, I did feel like Rodrygo was trying to showboat a little bit. He was trying to do too much sometimes. I feel like he was like, oh, okay, look, I can draw past all. He was going in between like four players for no reason. There were some times where it worked, and I'm not gonna. He did have a good game, okay. He did have a good game, but this is not the 100 million Rodrygo. At the same time, he did have a good, decent game, but it's not the 100 million world class player Rodrygo that everyone's been saying is the left winger. But he did have a good performance. He was dribbling past a few players, and I think he did play a different role to Vinny. Vinny's more of a touchline winger. He's more like he's on the line. Rodrigo's more of a centrally winger type of player, if you know what I mean. But it didn't take long for Mbappe to get his first goal. And let me try to remember the goal. Who got? Oh, okay, I remember it now. I remember it. I remember. Because Chomeni, by the way, Chomeni this game was insane. Chomeni was absolutely insane this game because he was putting in tackles left, right, and center, interceptions left, right, and center. His passes were crisp. He did not have that much bad passes. Well, if you get 8.2 football Brady, in my opinion, that first half, he was my man of the match. That first half, he was the best player in that first half. And because of him, the first goal happened. Let's keep it real. A perfect tackle. No, Bars fans, don't tell me that's foul. That's clear ball. It's not foul whatsoever. If anything, the other defender steps on Tchouameni's foot. It's not a foul. The defender slips. Tchouameni gets the ball. Arda Güler gets the ball, and he plays a really good pass to Mbappe, to be fair. Straight to his feet, and vintage Mbappe. Vintage killing Mbappe. The Mbappe we've been waiting to see. The Mbappe that we saw at the end of last season, but we didn't see him for the whole season. Great touch and great finish in the bottom left corner, and 1-0 Real Madrid. It was coming. It was coming. There were crosses from Arda Güler that first half. I thought Carreras was pretty good that first half. We'll talk about him in the second half, but I thought it was pretty good that first half. I think Mastantuono was pretty poor. I think he was poor. I think, again, he was acting like Rodrygo. He was trying to show off too much. He was trying to make people in places where he should be passing to Carvajal. I think Carvajal was bad. I think he was bad. On the ball, we know Carvajal is technically good. But off the ball, he was getting caught out a few times. And I think the first half was all Real Madrid. Okay, I think the first half was all Real Madrid. There was really nothing to talk about. Let me check the stats here. Let me see the first half stats. Yeah, the first half, all Real Madrid. They were controlling the game. No worry whatsoever. But it didn't feel like they were getting clear-cut chances at the same time. They were controlling the game, but they didn't get any clear-cut chances. Like, Oviedo were taking on the pressure, and they were defending pretty well. But Real Madrid didn't create any clear-cut chance. But it's just Mbappe brilliance, bro. It's Mbappe brilliance yet again to get Real Madrid the win. And we see again the second half. Now, the second half is a different story from the first half. Okay, the second half, it was not like the first half because Madrid struggled that second half. I'll pull up the stats right now. Madrid did struggle that second half. I thought there were a lot of points in that second half where Real Oviedo, they looked like they had complete control. Not just like taking shots, not just dribbling past, but they had the ball for a lot of the time that second half. They did have the ball, which I did not expect, especially when you're playing against... The thing is about Real Madrid, which I've noticed a lot, especially in the Club World Cup, I noticed this a lot. I feel like Real Madrid, they get too complacent. I feel like they're starting to be a team that gets too complacent at the wrong times. Because in the start of the first half, Oviedo already had a chance. They had a chance where the guy, I think it was like in the 60th minute or something like that, number 6 for Real Oviedo takes a shot outside the box and it hits the post, barely hits the post. I thought it was going in. I thought that was going in. I thought 1-0. But, 1-1 gets the equalizer. But there were many chances like that. There was another chance where this guy had a bicycle kick and it was 1 millimeter off. And I'm not going to lie, the defending from Carvajal and Carreras that second half was absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible, especially Carreras. Carreras was getting beat a lot. Let's be honest here. Carreras was getting beat a lot. Every single time the winger for Real Oviedo dribbled that second half, which, by the way, they have really good subs who made a real good impact on the game. Every time they had a winger dribble Carreras, it seemed to be successful every time. But the final end product was lacking, the finish was lacking, and also you have Thibaut Courtois on goal. It's always going to be a struggle to score no matter what. But Real Madrid were struggling. And then there was another shot which Thibaut Courtois saved. I don't know how he saved that shot. Like, it was a rocket from the number 10, and he saved it bottom corner. Vinny comes on, Rodrygo comes off, and that's one of the talking points for the second half because you saw how angry and how mad Rodrygo was when he got subbed off. Not just when he was going to shake hands with Vinny and shake hands with Xabi Alonso, which Xabi Alonso told him something, and Rodrygo looked like he didn't even respond, bro. He ignored him straight up. He went to sit on the bench, the camera turned on him, and he threw his shirt on the ground, and you could tell he's furious. So if that doesn't indicate that Rodrygo wants to leave, then I don't know, bro. This guy might be the most confusing girl on the... I say girl because he's genuinely acting like one. Rodrygo's genuinely acting like a high school girl. Like, seriously, bro. Keep on giving mixed signals. Which one do you want, bro? Do you want to stay at Madrid or do you want to leave Madrid? Pick one, bro. We can't keep waiting. The window ends really soon. So this guy needs to make a decision, bro. This guy's playing hard to get. This guy's being annoying, bro. This guy's being annoying. But Vinny comes on. Vinny comes on, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, the performance Vinny Jr. had, okay? Ignore the goals and the assist, okay? I will talk about that. Trust me, I will talk about that because he deserves praise for that goal and assist. But before that, this guy was trying to dribble players, all of them unsuccessful. Let me see his dribbling stats, to be honest. I want to see. Let me see his dribbling stats, bro. Because this guy, let me see his dribbles. Successful dribble, 0 out of 2. He was dribbling a lot, bro. He tried to dribble a lot. He got a yellow card. You'll see that he got a yellow card. Guess what it was for, bro? It was for diving. He got a yellow card for diving after failing to dribble past the player. It was embarrassing. Absolutely an embarrassing performance. But Vinny Jr., he made it up, okay? He made it up after that embarrassing performance when he got subbed on. He made it up because he was pressing, and then he got the ball. He drived it up the middle. You could see the speed of Vinny. Like there's something that doesn't leave players, even when they're at their worst. The speed and the decision making of Vinny to pass it to Mbappe, and then Mbappe slots it home 2-0. To be honest, this keeper was pretty good. To be fair, he was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But that shot is really hard to save, especially from Mbappe. Mbappe makes it 2-0, and bro, Mbappe, this guy's gonna be hard, bro. This guy's going to be a problem for La Liga this season, and that's expected. Okay, it's Mbappe. We all expected him to be a problem for La Liga, but I'm not saying I am worried about Mbappe against Barcelona, but I'm especially worried Mbappe when he plays against these small La Liga teams, because this guy's a cheat code against them, bro. This guy's a cheat code. He knows the league now, and 3 goals, 2 games. He's going for that Pichichi, bro. He's going for that Pichichi. He's going to be hard to stop. But the game doesn't end there. Real Oviedo did get a chance at the end, but meant nothing, bro. Meant nothing. They still done Santi, whatever his name is. I forgot his name. But, bro, this guy looks like he's 40, 45, bro. This guy looks like he's 45, and they're subbing him on to make an impact. Yeah, at that point, you just got to say good game and leave, bro. But the game didn't end there. Real Madrid with a good counter attack. I think it was Brahim Diaz who gave it to Vinny, but someone drived it up. I think it was Brahim Diaz that drived it up. I think Gonzalo gave the pass to Vinny, and then Vinny covered in between 2 players, finds the angle to finish it 2-0. I mean 3-0. And that's the Vinny that Real Madrid fans want to see. That's the Vinny that's expected every single game, week in, week out. Not the Vinny that was diving, that was failing to dribble past players. The Vinny that can finish those chances. The Vinny that can get assists, that can impact the game like he should be impacting the game. But I mean, guys, I expected Madrid to win. I'm not gonna act surprised. I'm not gonna be sad, acting sad and everything. I expected Madrid to win, even though it's an away game. Real Oviedo, they're like Real Valladolid, bro. There's levels, okay? There's levels. But thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, please. And thank you, bro. Please share this video. I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. I'm going to start getting back on my grind, okay? I'm going to start getting back daily uploads. I'm going to start bringing that back. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.